Hello, and welcome to another episode of King on Things. I'm your host, Robert, and today we're going to be unboxing the Wurkkos WK30 3-in-1 rechargeable LED flashlight. So without further ado, let's take a look what's in the box. So, full disclosure, made in China. It's an inexpensive product. It was about $39.95. I'm going out of town, and I do not like to spend a lot of money when I'm flying on things I might carry or lose in flight, or if someone takes it or whatever, if I leave it in the hotel room. So I don't want to have some of my more expensive lights that you might have seen on this channel. So that said, that's what the purpose of this light is, and it also has a bunch of functions, and we'll go over that in a second. Let's take a look in the box here. So, what is this? Thank you for choosing Wurkkos. It looks like, you're going to have to take this apart and remove some insulating film and all that stuff. We're probably not going to do that, so I won't be turning the flashlight on during this unboxing, but just wanted you to be aware that that's in there. Here's the user manual. We'll go over those specs, obviously, here. Before we take a look at that, let's see what else is in the box here. We've got a micro USB cable for charging, and like I said, for $30, that's a pretty good deal. Let's see, what is this? It looks like a cap that might be like for I'm not sure what that is. Maybe I'll check into that later. And here's a lanyard. So here's this flashlight feels for $40, it feels really good. I got to say that first off. And I mentioned earlier, it is a 3-in-1. What's cool is it has 3 different types of lights. Aside from the standard 1200 lumen LED light, it also has a red beam light and a UV beam light. So it has a variety of different things you can use it for. For instance, if the UV light's beneficial if you're out of town, you want to check for counterfeit money or that, sometimes you can determine certain things like that with a UV light. So this flashlight's going to be multi-use for me, and it's going to serve a lot of different purposes for me when I'm traveling. So let's see. Let's go over some specs on this. In general. So as I mentioned, the manufacturer is a company called Wurkkos out of China. The part number on this is 202-01031. The weight of the item is, a flashlight is about 6.8 ounces. Its dimensions are 4.5 inches long by 1.5 inches. So it's about 1.5, so because it's cylindrical. The model number on this item is, this flashlight is WK30, and it does use lithium-ion batteries, which are included. It is considered pocket size, but I've got to let you know this is very thick. So I don't know how well it would work in your pocket walking around. It is a little heavy, and it is fairly thick. Let's see here. The max lumens on this are 1200. And it does require batteries, and they are included, as I mentioned before. So let me go into this user manual here, and we'll go over what the different types of lighting are on this. So there are, there's 6 settings on here for the white beam, the standard LED beam. And it starts with a high of 1200 lumens, a mid of 400 lumens, a low of 120 lumens, an eco of 5 lumens, a strobe of 1200 lumens, and then it even has an SOS of 1200 lumens. The running time in the 1200 mode is about, let's see here, it says 3 hours and 12 minutes, but I think it cuts in half after a certain amount of time. And it's, so 5 minutes at 1200, then it cuts in half back down to 600 for another 3 hours and 12 minutes. If you're using just the mid, it lasts for 5 hours and 35 minutes. The low, 19 hours and 46 minutes. And the eco goes for 295 hours, it says. So the distance on those, high 120, mid 80, these are meters, low 43 meters, and eco 12 meters. The intensity is 2,579 candela at high, 1,525 candela at mid, 460 candela at low, and 51 candela at eco. So the red beam has 200 lumens at high, and it only has 3 levels on red, 60 lumens in mid, and 5 lumens on low. And we won't go over the distances and all that because I don't want to bore you guys with that. What I will do is go over to the UV portion. The UV power only has mid and low range, and that's 2,000 milliwatts and 100 milliwatts. The 2,000 milliwatts will last for about 8 hours, and the 100 milliwatt will last at 123 hours. It is impact resistant to 1 meter, and it is IPX8 rated, meaning waterproof, to 2 meters underwater. So, pretty cool. Anyway, let's see here. The above mentioned parameters are based on tests according to International Flashlight Testing Standards, ANSI NEMA FL1. So basically, it's just saying what the standards of the testing are. But I'm sure all companies kind of embellish a little bit on what their flashlight will do or how long it'll last. So take it with a grain of salt. Test it for yourself. That's what I always say. But anyhow, so that said, just wanted to do a short review on this because it's a cool little thing I'm going to be taking with me on my trip here next week. So figured I'd share it with you guys. Anyway, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to, as I always mention, grow the subscriber base of the channel. It's growing a little bit here, and I'm pleased to see that, but I'd like it to grow a lot more. The bigger the channel is, the better the products I'll be able to review. So keep that in mind if you're interested in seeing some cool products. Anyway, all right, thank you guys very much. I appreciate it, and until next time, take care, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.